Hi, this is John, and I'm here to talk about the HTC program. So a little bit about my background first. I've been working in the fintech industry for about 2.5 years now as a web designer. I've gotten to a point in my life that I felt like I wasn't really growing. I felt like there was a lack of implementation in the things that I'm learning. And the things I would be learning a lot from would be books that I've been reading, videos I would be watching, just a lot of virtual mentors and a lot of bits and pieces of information. So I found that if I was to learn from someone, I needed to find someone that really spoke out to me. And from the audiobooks that I've been listening to, I stumbled upon this book called FU Money. And in that book, which is written by Dan Lok, it really kind of resonated with me about where I wanted to go in life. I wanted to create my FU Money. I wanted to be able to put an impact in other people's lives, not worrying about having to worry about money in general and income. So I wanted to develop this high income skill. I knew that from the start. And then coming into it, I looked on YouTube and I found Dan Lok's information. Now, if you actually go onto his channel, you'll find there are an infinite amount of videos there. You would probably spend days, weeks, months just watching because he's constantly coming up with new content to teach, new content to inspire, and new content to have you take action and implement. So with that said, I definitely saw the amount of value there, and I've joined the program because I wanted to develop this high income skill. Now, the biggest surprise about joining HTC is the environment, the impact that everyone in there gives, the full abundance of the environment, that this crazy higher vibration that's in there just propels you forward, just motivates you, just inspires you to kind of take action in itself. And it really kind of forces you to look at yourself within, to see and give you that sense of clarity and give you that sense of direction of where you wanted to go. And ultimately, the happiest thing that I've kind of gotten out of HTC is the people, I want to say, that I've been able to connect with. Even Sifu, Desmond, Kayvon, thank you so much for just sharing what you know, teaching what you know, and being able to impact us and people that decide to join this program heavily. It has definitely changed the way I look at things. It has changed the way I operate. It has changed the way I've kind of decided to communicate even. So as a result, I feel that the sense of clarity I've gotten, the sense of direction, the sense of knowing what I need to do to get to where I wanted to go is ultimately more valuable than any amount that I can pay for. And lastly, if I were to really think about it, I would really recommend this to anyone that I know that wants to make a change in their life, anyone that I know that is willing to do what it takes to create the life that they want. And I would definitely recommend this to a lot of my closer friends, a lot of even my family, and mainly because of the fact that I know the sense of value because I've gone through this, to be able to give that testimonial and say this is one of the best programs out there for anyone that wants to develop themselves, anyone that wants to further their education in terms of growing, in terms of implementing, in terms of knowing who they are as a person. And lastly, to meet like-minded people and share an environment with people that are willing to grow together and to help you propel you forward. So the fact is, I hope you really take some value and time to think about and do your research on who Dan Lok is as a person, and to see that he is really teaching what he knows from an experiential standpoint. And lastly, I really want to thank Sifu, Dan, seeing Desmond, and seeing Kayvon because of the amount of time that you spent with us. Just taking the class, sharing the information you know, taking the time to really answer our questions, and to really take care of us in a way where we have no sense of fear in terms of what we need to do and how to go about doing it, because it's all there. This program provides everything you need to succeed, everything that you would need to propel yourself forward as a person, to be able to develop yourself. So lastly, I really hope that this video or maybe other testimonials will impact how you see this program. If you're still skeptical about it, I would say go ahead first. and explore what Dan teaches on his YouTube channel. Then go ahead and kind of explore his book, FU Money, which is free. And so seriously, just consider that, and at the end of the day, I hope whatever you decide is really true to your heart. Thank you.